Welcome to the Safely Controlled Podcast, the show where we think we know what we're talking about, but we're still deeply confused.
That's right. We dive into the world of SCPs, those mysterious, spooky, and sometimes downright ridiculous anomalies that the SCP Foundation works so hard to keep under control.
How do they control them? Why do they control them? Honestly, we're still figuring that out. But hey, we got dice, and that's all we need to choose which SCP we're probably going to mispronounce today.
From homicidal rubber ducks to existentially horrifying vending machines, we're here to explain them to you. Mostly.
So buckle up and suspend your disbelief, and prepare to be entertained by two people pretending they know what's going on. So, I'm an asshole.
So we need an intro?
Plus, I don't know how to do intros. I don't know how to do outros. I don't know how to talk. Welcome to the Safely Controlled Podcast. My name is Matt, and today I'm joined by Rob, and I'm joined by Anna.
Hello.
Hello.
There's three of us today. Normally, there's just only two of us, and then sometimes Anna does post work for me because it's fun. Today is the day before Christmas Eve. Is Christmas Eve, I guess? Is that what it's called? Bless you.
I just didn't want you to be talking in case you wanted to clip that out.
Nah, it's fine. Okay. I'll take your sneeze. I won't be that mean. So anyway, the idea for today, just so you guys are aware, I took a list of SCPs. You done?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't have to sneeze.
It's there.
Anna sneezes in 17.
Is it my cats?
It's just existing.
Bless you.
Cut the shit! So what I did was Anna had sent me a list. It's a list of different holidays that have SCPs that surround those holidays. So I found a list of Christmas ones, but I just took a random bunch of them, at least 20 of them, right? So this is the list of the SCPs that we're going on. So 1 through 20. And instead of rolling multiple dice, we're just rolling 1d20.
Nice. I was going to ask if there's a...
You should speak into the microphone.
I should. Are there Kwanzaa ones we can do?
Probably.
Really?
Yeah.
That whole thing that I sent you. There's Easter. There was like Day of the Dead. There was something else too.
Anna's fixing my mic. There we go.
I really wish that we would have done this, or at least I would have thought of this beforehand, so we could have this ready for Christmas.
So this isn't going to be ready till after Christmas?
Nah, this is... There's like 2 ahead of this one.
Oh, wow.
This
Okay.
one's going to be mid to late January.
We should do Christmas in July. Throw it out there in July.
Oh my god. We can do 2, and I'll post one in July.
Yeah, there you go.
Anna's not here during the day when we record. Like I said, she just does her work in post.
Yeah.
So this is Coffee Talk.
This is coffee talk. So what we're talking about.
Yeah, what
Wait,
are we talking
I'm the only one with a cup of coffee?
No, I got coffee.
I got Coke.
Anna's doing Coke Talk.
Cook talk. Caffeine talk.
Caffeine talk. That sounds better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, are we excited for the holidays or fuck no?
No.
Are we a bunch of Grinches?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
I am.
I'm not a Grinch. Everyone else can enjoy the holiday. I just enjoy the holiday being left alone.
I enjoy the holidays after they're over.
There's too much obligation around it. I'm not a fan.
I agree. Okay, bah humbug, let's go.
Okay, bye, humbug.
Oh my god. You don't have any Christmas cheer anymore?
No, I do. It's nice. I mean, the lights, the music. Oh, I'm not a fan of the music, but like the whole mood.
We were gonna
Trying so hard.
We were gonna go
not.
see Lights the other day, and then we ended up not going to.
Yeah, weren't you gonna go to the West Virginia place?
Overleas.
Overleas, yeah.
Is that
It's not
correct?
in West Virginia. Isn't that?
I think it's in West Virginia.
Isn't Overleas like?
Ohio?
Hold on.
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
it's the Westmoreland Fairgrounds. It's Overleas.
That's Overleas.
Yeah.
What am I thinking?
I don't know. What are you thinking?
Like, we had to take 70 out towards the Panhandle, and there was one out there. It was nice, but the one that used to be up in Hartwood Acres was the nicest, and they don't do that anymore, I don't think.
Thinking of Ogle Bay.
Maybe.
Oh, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one. I think I actually was at that one.
Ogle
I think
Bay.
that was like the
Yeah.
first suggestion. I think that's what you're thinking of.
I am. And then, like I said, the one that used to be at Hartwood Acres was really pretty.
I've always been a fan of people that set up their houses and do light shows like that?
Oh, my uncle does that. Like
Like,
with the music. And
Does he
then-
really?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. I can show you later.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
on
nice.
the yeah.
All right, well, that's good. That's good holiday tradition. That's good coffee talk. All right, so like I said, we're going off of this list. All 20 of these SCPs are Christmas related. There's one on this list that Anna's looking for. I think Anna wants me to roll a 12 so bad. We are going to be reviewing 4 on this list is... What is that? 6483?
Yes.
6483. This
Polar Express.
Oh, look at the lights in the snow.
Oh.
What?
Scroll back up.
Hmm?
More.
Whoa. Oh.
Well, shit.
All right, so here we are with SCP-6483, Containment Class Keter. The name of this SCP was
The Polar
Polar Express.
So, special containment procedures. Per new Foundation-wide orders in accordance with Directive Alpha 1911 and the Integration Program, SCP-6483 is to be employed at Site-322 as maintenance personnel and seasonal entertainment. He is no longer to be referred to by the standard object pronouns, with personnel being advised to instead use his preferred pronouns.
6483 has a microscale Scranton reality anchor implanted in his spine. The anchor is to be checked for proper function weekly. Should it fail, allowing the entity to initiate a nativitas?
That's how I would say it. Nativitas.
Sure. Site 322 is to be immediately initiated and onto kinetic lockdown until the threat is properly dealt with.
6483 is a 67-year-old Class 4 human reality bender, legally named Nicholas Roberts, St. Nick, I guess, measuring 179 centimeters in height and 104 kilograms in weight. He's ever used his abilities to achieve Christmas reality alterations. Whether this is by choice or due to external factors remains unknown. His past reality warping actions have included altering his immediate surroundings to align with the Western European aesthetic of Christmas, changing his clothing to that of the stereotypical outfit of Santa Claus, manifesting Christmas meals comprised of the cultural holiday foods corresponding to nearby individuals, generating small items and gifts desired by individuals around him, instantly teleporting to the North and South Poles, passively increasing personal happiness and satisfaction around him.
If multiple of the above actions are undertaken simultaneously in one location, the event following is referred to as a Nativitas event. During such time, 6483 will engage in a Christmas supper with people in his current location. Upon the completion of the supper, he will teleport to another location and repeat the event. He will repeat this until he becomes too tired to do so, at which time he will return to his accommodations. Unless onto kinetically suppressed, 6483 will undertake these actions regardless of current surroundings or time of year. It is unknown how 6483 selects locations for Nativitas events. One question, he stated that he goes wherever is most in need of Christmas spirit. However, for the duration of his containment, he has only teleported between Foundation sites.
This is kind of neat. So it's not necessarily Santa Claus. Is he dressing himself up as Santa and spreading some sort of cheer? Like, that's the thing.
He's like a mall Santa on steroids.
That's a good way to put it.
Because it does say he's a 67-year-old man named Nicholas Roberts, reality bender. He's human.
The SCP himself, and if he's only around during Christmas time, he moves around from place to place where he's needed just to basically spread cheer and give that, Christmas like love to people. It'd be really funny if he showed up in this fucking room right now.
Well, it does say regardless of current surroundings or time of year, so Christmas in July might actually happen.
Oh, okay. Maybe he'll show up. For the discovery of 6483, discovered the 28th of October in 2019, Michigan, when the Foundation was alerted to reports of reality-altering activity. The event, retroactively labeled as the first recorded Nativitas event, was not considered a significant vial breach, but continued freedom of 6483 made future veil breaches inevitable. The Foundation intervened, administering anesthetic to witness the event and spreading a misinformation campaign that the event was an early Christmas festival organized by the civilians. 6483 was then transported to nearby Site 322, where the following interview was conducted. Okay, so he's not allowed to do what he's been doing.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense because the SCP Foundation is literally just made to contain anomalous events. He's obviously Class Keter because, as so far, he seems harmless, but he can get out. Containing him is a little bit harder. But that makes sense because same thing. It's an anomalous event. This shouldn't be happening, so it's up to the Foundation to make sure he's contained so people don't, regular civilian people don't see this stuff.
Good evening, Mr. Roberts. My name is Dr. Anthony Qua. I am here so we can figure a few things out. You're not in trouble. I just have a few questions for you.
Ho, ho, ho. Of course. And please call me Nick, Saint Nick, Santa, Santa Claus. Any of those are fine. Ho, ho, ho.
Of course, Mr. Roberts. Now, you've been told why you're here.
Indeed. Ho, ho. That won't be happening again, sir. I didn't realize Christmas joy is now illegal in America. Ho, ho.
Oh, it's still legal. I'm talking about your abilities.
How do you know of this? Did the elves tell you?
Yes, the elves.
You will not stop me again, you bastards. Santa shouldn't say bastard.
He's technically not Santa.
You will not stop me again, you bastards. I haven't missed a single Christmas delivery since 98's factory fire, and this year will be no different. Ho, 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 ho.
What did you say your name was again?
I am Father Christmas to the pagans, St. Nicholas to the Christians, Kris Kringle to the donut companies, Santa Claus to the capitalists, and to all the good little boys and girls of the world, simply Santa. Ho, 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 my sleigh awaits.
Mr. Robert, Santa, we're not here to harm you.
Then why would you want to stop my deliveries, especially during Christmas? Ho, 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 ho.
the aggressive hose.
Yeah. Hey. No aggressive hose here.
Mr. Roberts, you aren't Santa Claus.
Impossible. Ho, ho, ho. You're an agent of the Krampus or the Grinch. Ho, 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 ho. You lie.
You're what we call a reality mender, an individual that possesses the ability to...
Oh, my dear child. You're not an agent of the war on Christmas. You're the victim. Let me bring some Christmas magic back to your heart. Oh.
Manipulate reality.
I do indeed hope that clears things up, my dear child. Ho, ho, ho.
That's it. It's something, Nick. But I mean, it's just a parlor trick. I've seen more impressive. This, I'm glad that you get to play pretend, but it's not going to do any favors. Drop the X so we can talk about what comes next.
Don't be like that, Anthony. I promise you, I'll do everything I can to bring the Christmas spirit back to your heart. That's what the magic of Christmas is all about.
Your name is Nicholas Roberts. You were born on December 25th, 1953 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Stop.
Graduated with a degree in hospitality from Cornell University. Bounced from a hotel to hotel, but never quite becoming more than a manager.
Stop.
No kids, but married once. Divorced.
Please stop.
You aren't Santa Claus. Is there anything else I can do for you? Oh. Following the above interview, proper containment has been established, resulting in Roberts containing the 6483 designation and accommodations in Site 322. Dr. Qua was reprimanded for including unnecessary emotional turmoil and an unpredictable humanoid anomaly, risking a containment breach. Aw.
He's going to lose his shit.
Yeah, you made him upset.
Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself here, but that makes me wonder, though, because if he can change stuff into coal, like... there is the darker side of Christmas in folklore and religions, and it did say at the top that he would bring food about for the different, people's different beliefs, like how he said he's Father Christmas to pagans and Santa Claus to Christians, or however that broke down. So that makes me wonder if we are going to get into the more darker side of some of the holiday traditions and folklore, which that would be interesting. Anyway, starting at 1900 Eastern Standard Time on December 24th, 2019, 6483 overpowered the local reality anchor network, successfully initiating a nativitous event within Site 322 and later proceeding to the neighboring area 179. The O4 Council delegated a special task force to non-violently recontain SCP-6483. 6483 was successfully recontained without violence. However, minutes after being returned to his cell, he transformed the walls of his cell to peppermint hard candy that was immune to damage, safe for consumption. Following 2 hours of consumption from on-site personnel with minimal progress, it was decided an alternate route of entry was necessary. 2 hours later, after gaining more intelligence on the situation via attendance at the O4 Summit, Dr. Jesse Rivera of Site 120 personally intervened with the containment of 6483, successfully breaching into the sealed room via her ontokinetic abilities. See the below log for more details. Hi. Can I join you?
Leave me alone, please. Just leave me alone.
Alright.
Here to remind me that I'm not really Santa? That's what the last doctor responsible for me tried to nutcracker into my head.
I know I can help you.
And how would you do that? Beat the Christmas spirit out of me?
Let me show you something.
What is this place? Where are we?
Somewhere private, somewhere we can talk safely. Why?
Huh?
You have all this power, the power to remake the world at your fingertips, and yet you use it to play Father Christmas. Don't you ever dream of doing more, of smashing the world, as unfair as it is? You could be a modern king or a god, breaking it in.
Oh, God, what do you want with me? I'm not a murderer,
Sorry, I needed to make sure. Power changes people, rarely for the better. So why Christmas? Why Santa?
Why does anyone dress up like Santa? I wanted to make people happy, and it made me happy. I always have. When I was born, my parents named me Nick because I was their Christmas miracle, see? Oh, After that, well, my birthday was always Christmas, so I was always dressed up as Santa as a little boy. I suppose the kids at school thought I was a bit of a weirdo, but I always tried to be kind and made a lot of friends by giving them presents they didn't even realize they needed.
Sounds like they were taking advantage of you.
No, nothing like that. It was never... If someone's dog had died, I would send them a card, stuff like that.
And that worked?
Surprisingly, yes. Later on, I wanted to go to theater school, but my parents didn't like that. They said they'd always be ashamed of me, so I went into hospitality instead. After graduating, I jumped from hotel to hotel. I always loved doing the Christmas displays for hotels, but, well, I looked too young to dress up as Santa most of the time. When I realized I could bring the Christmas spirit wherever I wanted, it seemed like that's what I was born to do. Have you ever felt like that?
I know a thing or two about Destiny. It's a mean bitch.
You can't mean that.
Remind me to introduce you to my friend Daniel. He's had a few run-ins with Destiny himself.
I never said I was going back with you. I could just stay out here, me and the reindeer.
This is Antarctica.
I have a workshop here, too. I had, suppose, when I was in the depth of my delusions. I imagined a workshop here as well as up north. Elves and reindeer and all. I suppose they won't be here anymore, though.
I'm sorry. I know it wasn't helpful of me to say that about Destiny. Please continue.
All right. I spent the next 30 years or so bringing Christmas where I could, usually in small places or for people who really needed it. If I saw a family trying to make ends meet, I would pop by their house on Christmas Eve and give them the turkey dinner they needed. I would sneak in through the windows or chimneys and leave presents where I could. Small things like that. I was a reverse Scrooge.
Just on Christmas Eve?
Hey, you caught me. 3 months ago, I hardly remember, but when I was free, every day was Christmas Day, and every night was Christmas Eve.
So if you were doing so much good, making so many people happy, why the change? Why'd you do something so dramatic? Why risk getting caught?
I wanted to do something bigger, something grander. I was Santa Claus, for God's sake. I should be bringing joy and wonder to the world, teaching all the good little boys and girls that sometimes magic is real. And yet here we are. You caught me. First time I tried to do something bigger to fulfill my destiny, and the Men in Black take me away.
I said the Men in Black. I fucking said Men in Black.
You did.
You did.
This doesn't have to be the end. I'm like you. You saw what I did to the cell walls, and I'm walking free. You don't have to stay locked up. You could help us, and we could help you.
It wouldn't be the same. I would feel insincere. What, are you going to go through the motions of celebrating Christmas every day of the year?
You did.
I celebrate it every day. I didn't pretend.
We will find a place for you. There are jobs, housing, opportunities we could offer you.
But will I be allowed to bring Christmas cheer?
Not as much as you have been. The higher-ups will think of a satisfactory compromise. Hell, I am one of the higher-ups. The O4 will find the best place for you, especially in these trying times.
Can you promise me this?
I'll do everything in my power, but it's not fully up to me. But I can promise you one thing. The Foundation will take care of you. 322, hell, even 120 if you want, will be good to you. They're good people. They gave me a good home with a good job, and friends cared about me. You just have to come back with me. So, you in? Will you join us so that we can figure something out together? It'll be better than the life you have now. SCP-6483 Integration Proposal. 6483, aliases Nicholas Roberts, Santa Claus, possesses high-class reality warping abilities capable of facilitating Christmas celebrations. As part of the integration program, we propose 2 sets of duties. During the holiday season, running from November 28th to January 1st, 6483 will visit a different Foundation site daily. At each site, 6483 will initiate a Nativitas event using his unique abilities. This is projected to improve personal morale and save a significant amount of annual Christmas furnishings. The rest of the year, 6483 will remain at either Site 120 or Site 322, depending upon his choosing. Dr. Jesse Rivera will provide psychological counseling to assist 6843 in transitioning to a significantly diminished level of Christmas celebration. 6483 will be employed as maintenance staff, as well as specialized consultant on matters relating to the cultural context of Christmas. Oh, he gets better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 6483 psychological state improves moderately, depression enters remission, does not relapse into depression, holiday season integrates measures deemed to full success, loses all anomalous properties, his depression recurs.
Never mind.
Uh-oh.
Oh wait, what's this though?
The impasse?
The impact, so it's dated from 2020 to 2021. So January of 2020 to, either way, but the impasse begins. Anomalies start losing their anomalous properties. So that is, I mean,
this is the impasse.
Commence ritual.
What the fuck is this?
Six Sons Refrain. Oh?
Oh, shit.
Should I read this?
So...
By order of the Overwatch Command, this file has been cleared for access by all personnel. Readers are compelled to consume the following sacrament. I am the blade, I am the shield, I am the arm that shall not yield. In tempest I stand fast, a legend I will last. I will not fade.
I am the one, I am the flame, I am the rod for the truths untamed. In knowledge I will trust, invoke, I burn the dust, I will not fade.
I am the knife, I am the shade, I am the hunter, not the prey. In whispers I have tread, by infamy I spread, I will not fade.
I am the right, I am the scales, I am the patience which prevails. In honor I abide, with faith I turn the tide, I will not fade.
We the sentries, we the wall, we the final card to fall. Through toil we shall gain, through blood we shall remain. We will not fail. All right, we're protected.
Oh!
179 adjacent to the South Solar Pole, inactive and unresponsive. Oh my lord.
So we had to read that to get into this file.
Yeah, more than likely. I was honestly trying to... A cigarette was found there, but still smoldering. What the hell is this? Description. 6500 is a process of entropy exclusive targeting the anomalous. This primarily affects but is in no way limited to various forms. 6500 is responsible for over 1500 neuralizations of anomalous persons. This, whatever this fucking thing is, killed Santa.
It didn't kill him.
Oh, it took his shit away. Yeah, it
Yeah,
took his properties away. Oh, that's sad. So Nick lost his shit because this thing over here just completely threw him down and took his shit away from him. That's sad. He liked doing what he did, so that's kind of fucking. I legit thought he was gonna go like crazy on them. So this is after the impasse took his stuff away and he lost all of his anomalous properties. 6483 isn't in good shape at all. The integration program was working. Nick had started to accept that he wasn't Santa and was fine with it. Together, we had reframed his abilities, not as a universe telling him to be Santa, but to bringing the character of Santa to life. He spent all of our appointments this year gushing about how happy it made him to see so many different people and grant them Christmas miracle, and how much he was looking forward to next December, a remarkable change from his struggles with depression over the previous year. We were even discussing the possibility of letting him perform as Santa in public, though of course with extent cover stories and the high chance of non-approval. Now, the impasse is hitting all of us pretty hard, but it's striking to see how much it is torturing Nick. He has lost everything. He believes he was born to play Santa, but he never will be able to truly do it again. We know the impasse will kill all of his magic, but it was also cruel enough to kill his Christmas magic early. There's little that we can offer him. We can give him a job to seek busy, a nice house, a couple of staffers for company, and a significant input into Site 120 and Site 322's Christmas furnishings, but our budget is strange, and he is not suited for the mundane life. It is like acclimating a god to be content with playing with dolls. I think it hurts him to have me as a psychologist. I retain some power, though less with every passing day, but he has none. I can see the pain in his eyes when we talk. This is beyond my ability to repair. Maybe Simon Glass could do it, but I doubt it. With sorrow, I can say this. I cannot recommend releasing him into civilian population. He knows too much. He's significantly loyal, and frankly, we need all the manpower we can get. I will do my best to keep his head above water, but I can't say how much longer we can sustain this. Oh, that's so... Wow,
That's
what?
actually, like, really sad.
Oh, my God.
Like, I thought it was going to end up going into, like, the dark... Maybe potentially the darker side of some, like, Christmas, Yuletime, whatever religion or, like, folklore. Like, there's the darker side. I thought it was going to go towards that. Like, they were going to make him mad or try and contain him. And instead of releasing the good side, he was going to do the darker side.
Evil Santa.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But no, they were trying to do right by him, and they did. You know, they didn't just lock him up. And then whatever that SCP, or the impasse SCP 6500, which seems like a lot, and obviously doesn't just affect him, just took it all away from him. And although I do like the anomalous humans, just people possessing reality warping abilities, and that they're SCP personnel too. They're not SCPs. They are Foundation people using their anomalous power to do other stuff and help other people like that and doing good with it.
What is this, a year's time? And not even a year's time. This is his first holiday season right here, and it's in so this was the 28th of November of 2020. And then when the new year rolled around, like New Year's Day rolls around, and he's now done with his season, so he doesn't relapse into his depression and everything seems cool. But later in the year, when this impasse hits him, he loses all of his abilities to do anything. He's no longer capable of doing the nativitous events, and that's where his depression comes back. And it's just, this is so sad. This got to, because I legit thought that this was going to go somewhere where he's going to like start fighting them.
Yeah.
He agreed to go along, and like just within that short time period, it just didn't work out for him. Well, that's kind of upsetting.
Right?
That's kind of cool.
As far as an SCP goes, this was actually like decent. I wouldn't say that blew my mind or anything. There was a couple of things that I was reading on, but I legit thought it was going somewhere else though. But if I like how we always do a rating, like a 1 out of 5, this is a low number. This is like 2, I would say, maybe a 3, but not really. Like if anything, it's not terribly written. It totally got my attention. But with that ending, that's just a harsh ending.
Mm-hmm.
I would at least give it like, I don't know, like a high 3, just because of like the integration of other SCPs and playing off of like other existing stuff within the SCP universe, if you will. I liked it. For a holiday themed SCP, I really enjoyed that.
Well, here's my take on it. I mean, it's cool for the story's cool for what it was. I'll give it a 3 as well. There's only so many stories you can go with around Christmas time, and this was a good one.
All right, so I think that'll just about do it for today. I do thank everybody for listening to this podcast, supporting us here on the Going with Rogue channel. I'd like to thank my wife Anna for joining me today. I'd like to thank Rob for joining me again today for the beautiful coffee talk at the beginning and ending here on this SCP. With that being said, obviously this is coming out after the holidays, so I do hope that everybody had a great holiday and Happy New Year to everybody as well. And thank you, and just stay tuned for the next episode. We'll see you
Later.